Hello everybody, and welcome back to Belair. Today we're going to be diving into a topic that is crucial for every single game master, and that is how to keep your players hooked and excited about your game. Whether you're running Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, or any other tabletop role-playing game, these tips will help you create an unforgettable experience for your players. As always, make sure you guys give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to support me. Thanks. First up, let's talk about emergent storytelling. Instead of running a linear plot, create a world where player actions shape the ongoing narrative. Give them choices that matter, like deciding the fate of a town or forging alliances. These decisions don't need to start off as big, but letting your players see that they can actually make an impact allows them to get invested in your game, which is so crucial if you want your game to last. You know, a lot of games, they end within the first 6 months of play, around level 5 or level 6. And I've just seen so many games where the game master just pushes the players along a railroad and expects them to enjoy the game. But a lot of us just end up feeling like passengers, not the driver. The next up is character progression, and I think this goes beyond just leveling up. Introducing titles, reputations, guilds, and special rewards will allow you to kind of reflect their impact on the world. A knightly order that's founded by the group's paladin, or a wizard who becomes renowned and famous as an archwizard, archmage, for uncovering some lost secrets during an adventure. These milestones make their journeys feel more personal and significant, and you don't need to write a 3-page backstory to have characters that have made an impact, that become personal, that become important. You can do this no matter what, and you can make it really, really cool for them, especially when they are involved. You know, NPCs should really start treating the player characters differently as they level up and become more important. People referring to the druid as archdruid in passing just feels right. They're not those same level 1 characters that were, fighting against giant rats. They're now slaying dragons, they're fighting against gods, potentially, depending on the system that you're playing. So it's important to reflect that. You know, I've really got into a ttrpg recently called Pendragon, and it's all about playing as player knights in Arthurian Britain in the Dark Ages. It's full of courtly drama, heroic quests, and really exciting but brutal combat. In that game, the players, called player knights, aspire for greatness and gain character progress through acquiring courtly titles, wealth, land, and positions of office, like marshal, steward, etc. And I find that system is a really good one at kind of measuring a player's progress, whereas there's a lot of systems, especially more popular ones, that don't really do that as raw. Anyway, let's talk about the next thing, which I think is real stakes. We need to make sure that actions don't just have consequences. We want rewards as well. It's so important to appropriately balance your adventures, so players feel rewarded when they succeed, but they are accepting of the consequences when they lose. Whether it's a moral dilemma, risking lives for a greater cause, or facing a permanent setback like like maybe a town being destroyed, players should feel the weight of their decisions. This keeps the tension high and the stakes real. I think incorporating sandbox elements into your game is really good for kind of defining this as well, because this also allows you to kind of tailor things to each player's interests. You can offer diverse challenges like political intrigue, dungeon delves, or exploring forbidden lands. This will always keep everybody at the table happy because it provides variety, all right? Keeps your game fresh and engaging and allows you to avoid stagnation, which I think is very, very common, especially in D&D games, I've just got to be honest, I feel like stagnation happens so fast because the only thing you really get in a D&D game is more power. But there is so much more to a game than just feeling powerful. It's how you can use that power. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm not going to elaborate. Speaking of variety, it's important to mix up your sessions with combat, roleplay, and exploration. Balancing these three elements will cater to different players' preferences. Some love tactical combat, while others thrive on deep conversations or uncovering mysteries. I think flexibility is the key to keeping everybody invested. I myself love tactical combat, whereas my partner, she, at least in my opinion, speaking on her behest, she seems to really thrive off like mysteries and puzzles and anything that allows her to be smart, to be the smartest person at the table, because the rest of us are just Neanderthals, to be honest. But it's important to kind of know your players in that regard. I feel like I've touched on that in previous videos, but it's especially to those of you who are new to my channel, it's so important to understand the preferences of your players so you can cater to them, because that is what you're doing. You are providing an experience, and that experience needs to be something that your players are interested in. Obviously, you need to be interested in it too. Find stuff that you are both mutually interested in. Lastly, let's talk about homebrew content. Obviously, a very popular thing to discuss when it comes to D&D, Pathfinder, even like Dungeon Crawl Classics, Old School Essentials, and all these other systems. I mean, even in Pendragon, there's lots of homebrew too. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, and homebrew content can really be a game changer, whether that's custom spells for your wizards and druids and priests to be using, unique abilities for the fighter, the barbarian, the rogue, the thief, whatever, or new magical items that allow for some really interesting gameplay and mechanics. All of these things add excitement and unpredictability to your games. Players love discovering new mechanics that aren't in the rule books. Especially people who've done it all before, who've played and had all of these items, having new items, new gimmicks. It just makes the game feel fresh. It avoids that stagnation that we talked about, and that is really, really important. There's lots of books out there that you can use to find magical items. You can make your own. I like using tables, magical item generating tables where you roll for like different things that the item can do. I love that kind of stuff. I love rolling dice. I would recommend you try and find stuff like that too. Lots of books out there like that, like the D30 Sandbox companion book, which I'll post a link to in the description. It is a great book, nice and cheap too. We love good cheap stuff here at Loki's Lair, so check it out. The big thing is that we just want stuff in our games that complement our characters, our player characters, and add new layers of value that allows them to stand out, that keeps them interested. And if I'm honest, there you have it. Incorporate these tips into your games and watch your players' enthusiasm soar. Thank you very much for watching the video. As a lot of you long-term subscribers are aware, I haven't really been posting a lot this year. I think the transition to fatherhood has been more difficult than I first anticipated. I have no plans on quitting the channel. This is a hobby for me, and a very good hobby at that. I love making videos. I love talking to you guys about systems and mechanics and providing tips and tricks and guides and all that stuff. So I don't ever really see myself quitting, which I'm sure you guys are going to be happy about. Even if I do become less regular, or if I'm not posting every week, I do hope that when I do post a video, you guys will check it out. You guys will show me some love, because, I have been making videos now for quite a few years. I've got hundreds of videos in my archive. I've put a lot of effort into the channel, and it would be a shame if it was to die because I started having children. But I will try and make a bit more of an effort. Maybe I need to kind of expand the content that I cover so I can find more motivation, passion, I've been doing a lot of 3D printing recently, and I've been doing a lot of miniature painting. So maybe I can start making some videos or shorts where I show off my creations, and I'm sure that's something that a lot of you guys would be interested in. But yeah, anyway. In other news, I'll be attending this year's UK Games Expo at the NEC in Birmingham, which is England, not in America. There's lots of Birminghams in America, I've heard. I will be there all day Saturday. So if any of you from the UK or abroad and you've just decided to come to the expo, if any of you are going on Saturday, feel free to say hello to me. I'll be wearing a black cap with a ponytail sticking out the back. You will probably see me quite easily. I'll probably be wearing something similar to what I'm wearing today. That's not to say that I do not wear clean clothes, because I do. But I will be, I'll be making my way around the different convention halls, and I'm very excited about hanging out with some people, finding out about some new ttrpgs, maybe investing in some new projects. Maybe I can start to do some reviews on some of these projects next month. We'll see. That would be very interesting. I don't know how you guys feel about that. And hopefully I'm going to buy some more Pendragon books, because honestly, guys, it is the flavour of the fucking month for me. You know how a couple of years ago I was really into Shadow Dark? Well, now I'm really into Pendragon. If you want me to do a video on Pendragon, just let me know in the comment section below, talking about the system, what we're doing in my campaign. It's amazing. It's just amazing. My friends are hooked. I'm hooked. It's like crack cocaine, ttrpg. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, otherwise this video's going to get too long. I'll see you guys next time on Loki's Lair. Until then, thanks guys.